Well, hello everyone. It is Monday today, and I hope everyone's having a good Monday, and I hope everybody is, just, doing what you do best, doing what you do on, what you could do, what you plan to do, anything. Today my day is going very well. I wanted to make a second part to it, just kind of, I know it's kind of getting irritating hearing about this and, whatnot, but it helps me overcome a lot. It helps me, with just talking about it, and as well as just today's video, I'm not really gonna really go more into the story anymore. I kind of said what I said yesterday. And just kind of being there for myself, like I said, and just start making plans for myself and just doing what I do best. I guess today's video is going to be more about just kind of more advice, more just kind of trying to see where things can lead to, and if this video does not pertain to what I say or anything, it's just part of something I just again want to say out there and give advice for anything or for anyone that's still going through relationship breakups, friendship breakups, maybe you just started talking to someone and they just kind of ghosted you or whatever the case may be. I personally just again, just having that comfort of being just talking and just being here, and if you can relate, the best thing is that we're living it day by day, etc., and whatnot. But yeah, I am going to talk a little bit about some parts I missed yesterday, part of the story, etc. I just want it to be over with and okay with, which it's getting there, but it's not 100%. But it's good, just kind of doing what I'm gonna be doing best, just again podcasting and just kind of putting it out there. But yeah, let's jump right into it. Let's just get it going and just just kind of being positive about this. But so in part 2 of this video, and well, for my previous one of part 2, so more of the story, I guess, you can just say that again, it was just something that came into my life, and I just kind of put it, it was a challenge. It was very something different and something out there and whatnot, but I just hope there is, I guess, there is more to just kind of doing what's best, and just kind of just getting over it, just trying to kind of be, I guess, just kind of letting it go. I'm not 100%, but I am, getting there, again, trying to get over it. And well, there's some stuff that I missed out, or I actually did not include, but again, it was just a very, very bad cloud that was hovering over the relationship, and just kind of just part of life, and just part of the letting it rain every day and just never any sun. Maybe don't get me wrong, was some sunlight in it, but you know, that's what happens. Like, I guess, like, it just, you know, it's a rocky, it goes back and forth, and, you know, you just don't know how to, you know, you find different ways to, you know, cope with it. And it's, again, like, you have your rainy days, you have your sunny days, but today is really going to be a good day for the sun to come out and just kind of shine really bright, and, you know, just kind of being there. But yeah, so it's just what I'm really hoping for out of this, my closure for this is just hopefully one day, you know, that he comes to terms and just kind of, you know, reaches out and tells me, you know, hey, like, everything was a mistake and I apologize for what I did, and, you know, just kind of, you know, doing the whole, you know, just kind of giving me like that closure. But I know that, you know, it will not happen. Hopefully it will. But, you know, just, I'm keeping faith, I guess. Just kind of, again, living it day by day and just kind of being, you know, just kind of waiting for it, in a way, not really like sitting like twirling my thumbs and just kind of waiting for it to happen. But, yeah, I just kind of want the closure of what happened and stuff. And again, maybe one day it will happen, but again, I'm highly doubt, and I'm pretty sure that it's not going to. I mean, he was just kind of, you know, again, a manipulator, somebody who just wanted someone there, again, just took advantage of me, just kind of, you know, wanted to do so. And, you know, friends told me, like, you know, it was kind of signs and stuff, but I'm not saying that, you know, I believe, like, I guess, like, you can say, not that I don't believe, but just more the fact that, you know, it was kind of advice given. And of course, you know, in a relationship, you know, you just want to focus on that person. You don't want it to be where, you know, you're hearing bad or whatever, and you just kind of want to just kind of take the chance and just kind of, you know, go along with it, etc. But I mean, in the long run, I just kind of want the aspect of, you know, just you know, kind of having that loyalty and having everything that I kind of wanted in this. And it's kind of like, I guess it's just not gonna happen. But again, we haven't really talked, we haven't really reached out to each other, which is fine. Again, it's helping me heal in the process, like, just kind of forgetting about everything and just kind of, you know, erasing the bad and not so much the good, because I want to keep that for my memories, you know, and just kind of, I guess it's like, just flip the page to a next chapter in life. So, you know, like, it's, I guess, like, you can say where he also, you know, just wanted to, kind of like not, I guess, like, there was times where I actually saw the red flags, but again, with me, I just stay focused on this person, and, you know, just kind of put my needs before theirs. And that's what I guess my weakness was, is that, like, you know, I just kind of did that to myself, or, you know, in general, and maybe just smothered, you know, too much of the like, I guess, like, the fact that I actually, you know, care about someone, or I love someone, which is not a bad thing. Maybe I smother a little too much, but, you know, it's just who I am, you know, like, I just really care about people, and, you know, care about, like, you know, the person I'm with, etc. But again, like, just seeing those red flags, like, and just knowing the red flags, it's just kind of like, you know, I just wanted something. I just wanted a relationship. I just wanted that, and it just didn't seem like he wanted it. But at the same time, like, again, the situationship wise, he kept me like telling me the things I wanted to hear, and just kind of like kept me there and just wanted me to just be around and etc. And only his terms, like whenever he felt like having me around, or whenever it was like, there's times where he also told me like, there's not days where we always have to be together. And that hurts because I'm just kind of like, well, that's not how I feel. Like, I want to, be around you. I want to be around you every minute. Like, I get it. Like, yes, you're right. Like, there is times because we go to work, like, we work different jobs. Like, we don't see each other as much. So, but at the time, I guess, like, when I started working from home, I guess, like, it started where I was spending too much time now and seeing him throughout the day, kind of, in a way. And I guess like he got smothered by it and just kind of was like, I need my space, I need this, I need that. But of course me, I'm just kind of like, well, I guess, like, it's not fair to me. I guess like that's where I kind of, wanted to be around him, just kind of being there and whatever. But at the same time, like, that's just what a relationship does. Like, I've really never, like, granted, there's points where I know that there's couples who kind of just do their own thing. Like, there is where, the girlfriend, or, and the boyfriend, or even the boyfriend, etc. They kind of go out with their own friends, like, they kind of do their own thing, like, and then they come home to their partner, like, come home to, etc. So I understand that. But at the same time, like, I'm the type to kind of be like, I like to include you, like, I like to have you there, like, because you're my partner, I like to show you off, like, I like to do this, like, this is who I'm with, and just, show you that my concept of a relationship is that, you're my world, But again, maybe that was just a little too smothering, and I'm not blaming myself because, again, that's who I am. But again, too much smothering in the process, and I guess like that's just something that he wasn't for, So it's kind of like at this point, and I guess like a year later again, he just got tired of it and was kind of like, I just can't do this, etc. Like he just, or at the same time, like there's points where he probably like just didn't want to be in something, and just kind of kept it a secret and just kind of like never really told me like to my face, or just really told me that he wanted something. Every time I would talk to him, every time I would actually like kind of question him, like it was always I don't know and all that. So I started kind of reading like exactly why, like what's the purpose of things, like why that happens. And of course you can't believe everything you read, but it kind of stuck out to me because like usually like I will kind of be like, hey, like, well, why did you do this, why did you do that, or and he would always just tell me I don't know, like I don't know, I just did it, I don't know, like just kind of never really giving me reasons to be like, this is why I did it. And that's where I guess like I started reading that they keep feelings and emotions away from certain people. But of course, as a Pisces, we like the actual craving of like knowing how you feel, like knowing like what's on your mind, like what's and I'm pretty sure it requires all horoscopes, kind of based off astrology and stuff. But it's just kind of like I craved like exactly the reasonings more than actually just hearing I don't know, because it wasn't irritating. Like how would you not know, what I mean? Like how you feel, how everything. And so like I just kind of kept it quiet. I really like, after I kind of questioned like things, like it was just never like I kind of pursued with it. It stayed on my mind, don't get me wrong, but it's just like I never actually like questioned him again, because all I would hear is just I don't know. But at the same time, you know, it does get irritating after a while, like, because you don't know, like, anything. Like, you're just sitting there wondering exactly what, you know, what it's all about. Like, what, like, you know what I mean? Like, are you ever gonna tell me, like, you know, are you gonna keep things away from me, like, you know what I mean, like, etc. So, but yeah, I mean, it was like, you know, a big thing. But now, kind of going forward, I mean, you know, advice wise, I mean, you know, whenever you're in this relationship with your partner, or, you know, even a friend wise, you know, y'all just gotta have that communication, have that key of communication, because if not, then, you know, it's always gonna be, you know, secrets hidden, like feelings hidden, and it's like, you know, you don't know what that other person's feeling or thinking or anything. And, you know, of course, you know, nobody can read minds. You know, if I had the power to, you know, that would be awesome. But at the same time, you know, you gotta work with it, just kind of keep going, and just kind of see, like, you know, where it lands. I mean, the aspect of, you know, just relationship in anything, it's like, you know, the communication is key, trust is key, loyalty is key, being honest is key, because if you're just kind of, you know, hiding things, like, it's just gonna stay bottled up inside, and you're never really gonna actually, like, experience what you really want in life. Like, yeah, like, you have your attitudes where you don't care, like, you have your attitudes like, I don't need to explain that to nobody, like, nobody needs to know, like, anything, etc., you know. And it's like, yeah, I mean, you know, if you're that kind of person, like, you know, that's just who you are, like, you can't change that, you know. And but, you know, there is always benefits of actually opening up and actually being that, you know, just kind of being open more, you know. And I've learned that in my past relationships, not just with him, but, like, also, like, with my past relationship, just kind of being more open. Because when I was in my my first relationship, he taught me that, you know, being open is a big, like, you know, is pretty cool, like, you should try it, kind of thing. And, you know, I was very shy, like, I never really liked to meet new people, I never really liked to open myself to certain things. Granted, I'm just more like a vibe reader. I like to kind of, you know, get the vibes off people, like, you know, if they're, you know, cool, whatever. I mean, of course, if we have conversation, I'm not gonna ignore you, I'm not gonna, like, you know, whatever. But it's just like, you know, because that's just the I guess, like, that's just the communication part of, like, where, you know, it, you know, helps. Because, I mean, of course, you can't always just read vibes and, you know, just judge someone. It's kind of like, you know, you have to kind of open up yourself and, you know, just communicate, see how they really are. And then, you know, hate to toot my own horn, but, you know, I tried that, I mean, you know, a couple times, and of course it ends up being where, you know, they're just really not good people. And I mean, again, like, people come and go, people, like, some people stay in your life forever. And, you know, of course, my circle is still small to this day. Like, I've only maybe hang out with 4 people, maybe 5. The only thing is because it's like, these people I trust, and these people, like, gain my trust, and they never did anything wrong to me to actually, you know, they never actually did anything wrong to me to I felt like, oh, I can never trust them again. So it's like, you know, just kind of stuff like that. Again, meeting new people, you will actually, you know, get your close friends, you'll find your close friends somewhere, and they're all out there for you, you know. And yeah, I mean, like, you know, it really helps that, you know, that they're around now, and just, like, it's bringing me more joy, it's bringing me more happiness to my life. And you know, of course, you know, I've known them for years, but it's just like, you know, after this, you know, whole relationship thing, they've been there, like, they never left. Like, yeah, like, I maybe, like, kind of stopped talking to them, because I just wanted to focus on my relationship. And granted, like, yes, there was times where I hung out with him, but at the same time, it was like, it felt like he never wanted to kind of come around. Like, he was just like, no, just go with them, like, go with them. And it's just like, no, like, of course, me being like, no, come on, like, let's go, like, me and you, like, you know, it's, you know, if I'm posting you, you know, everybody knows about you, like, of course I'm gonna include you, like, why would I just, you know, why would I do that, like, that's weird. Well, again, I guess, like, in his world, it was kind of more like, you know, well, they're not my friends, like, they're kind of like your friends, and, you know, I don't want to, just like that kind of person. And I'm just kind of like, no, it's like, my friends don't judge no one, like, they, as long as they know that I'm happy in a relationship, and in general, whoever I'm with, like, they will not, like, be those kind of people, because that's what I'm saying, like, it's like, I will bring you around the people that I trust, and I kind of, you know, be that I talk to on a daily basis, or, you know, have been friends with for years. I would never bring around someone that I don't, you know, whatever. But yeah, and I would, like, you know, kind of hang out with them here and there, but of course, like, there would be certain times where, like, we couldn't do things because he was always working, or, you know, and of course he works the night shift, and it was kind of like, you know, hey, I can't, you know, without him I can't, like, I know, like, I can go by myself, but it's just at the same time, like, I don't want to, like, I want him there. And so that's what I was, like, kind of explaining, like, I'm just that kind of person to be like, come on, like, you know, you're gonna come with me, like, even if it wasn't a partner, or like a boyfriend or whatever, like a friend too, like, if it's somebody that, you know, is really cool, and, like, you know, we hang out a lot more, like, you know, hey, like, come meet my friends, and, like, I'll meet your friends, like, you know, back and forth. So it's like, the thing is that, like, with that, it was more like he just didn't really want to come around because he felt judged, or he felt like, you know, he couldn't really do it, I guess. But again, just kind of being that aspect of, like, you know, of being in a relationship, etc. But also just kind of, you know, advice, you know, just kind of don't keep your feelings inside, because if not, then it's just gonna eat you up alive, and you're just really never gonna experience the benefits of the greatness outside of it, like, when you do open up. And, you know, also, like, again, communication is key, and as well for any secrets, hiding out, like, everything that's just gonna, you know, destroy your relationship if you keep them from that person. I'm not saying it destroys every relationship, but I mean, like, you know, majority of the time it will. But yeah, I mean, like, cause it's a process, you know, and I guess, like, you know, just kind of going more into advice, I just want everyone to know that, you know, no matter, you know, what happens in life, you know, you can always just rise up again, and, you know, you could always, like, you know, find your star in the sky, or, you know, take off in a space shuttle, and, you know, just go to space, and, you know, just explore the galaxy. You know, you always have something to do outside of it, and it's kind of like, you know, just keeping busy, like, just keeping yourself occupied, and just kind of being, you know, that person that you are meant to be, like, that person that you are. Don't ever feel that, like, you know, you can't do it, or, like, you can't, like, you know, be on anything, because it's like, you know, you're a strong person, you know what kind of person you are, you know that you have everything in your path. And sometimes, like, you know, when you're ever going through depression or anxiety or attack or anything, and you're going through those stages, it's like, you know, you'll get by, like, you know, it's like a rain cloud, you know, it's just a cloud that hovers over, and then, like, you know, it passes by. And, you know, and sometimes, you know, I'm not saying for everyone, but sometimes, you know, it is a little bit more of a process, and a little bit more harder for it to pass by. You know, maybe that cloud can stay there for 2 days, 3 days, like who knows, you know. Not everyone's the same. Everyone has different feelings and meanings to stuff. But, you know, that's what I'm just kind of mentioning, that, you know, no matter what in life, like, you are a great person. You don't know, like, you know, what you're capable of unless you try it. My favorite saying is from, you know, a good movie that I love the most. It's, you know, don't dream it, but be it. You know, if you get it, then yeah, it's a good movie. I should kind of recommend it, but yeah, like, you know, just kind of pursue your dreams, like pursue like what you want in life, and pursue like who you want in life, and, you know, always go for it, and never hold back yourself. And then, of course, in the process, sometimes it's a little hard of actually doing so, and, you know, whatnot. But the complications are just the challenges of like what happens next, you know. So that's pretty cool, like, to kind of say, you know. And but yeah, and you know, just kind of going forward, I guess, with this, I just wanted everyone to know that, you know, again, with relationships, like, you know, there is, you know, it's a party, and there's fun times, there's times where, you know, it will go on forever, and then there's times where the party has to end, you know, everybody has to go home, kind of thing, you know. And it's like, you know, just kind of going through that breakup part, and just kind of being, you know, just grieving the fact that, like, that person no longer is there, and, you know, and just kind of, you know, after that, trying to figure out, like, what, you know, what you could do next, like, what's next, like, what, am I gonna, you know, stay with this job, am I gonna, you know, am I gonna start doing different hobbies, am I gonna start, like, you know, finding ways to stay distracted. But even when you distract yourself, like, sometimes it can work, and sometimes it can't. You know, even if you do it, like, it's kind of like, it's hard to still, because they're either them or whatever situation you're in, like, it's in the back of your mind, and you think about it every day, and you just try to really cope with it, and just realize that, you know, it will never be the same again, you know. But that's the challenge, you know. That's where you have to kind of put yourself in a position where, you know what, like, I know I can do this, I know I can, you know, just kind of being there for yourself. And so, you know, just again, part two to my previous video, it was kind of like that. Again, I'm still kind of grieving for it, which is okay. Like, it's not like I cry every day now. I don't really think about it as much, and as much now, it's really passing thoughts of, like, him and our relationship, and, you know, just kind of remembering, like, and don't get me wrong, like, I do get in my moods. I have my moods sometimes where I just want to be left alone. I kind of just want to be in my feelings, like, you know. But again, that's just part of the grieving process of where I want to kind of do to heal myself, and, you know, be up there and kind of putting myself forward, and, you know, just kind of opening my doors again, and, you know, putting my walls down, etc. But still in the process of still healing, like, trying to trust again, trying to love again, because, you know, this was a very challenging relationship that I've never experienced, not even in my first relationship, you know. And I mean, granted, like, in high school, I dated, like, maybe, like, one person, and it was just, like, a high school thing, I guess you can call it, like, you know, there's high school sweethearts, but, I guess, like, we never, like, kind of dating back in high school, like, I never reached that stage of, like, actually, dating outside of school, but, you know, but it was fun, I guess, like, you know, you know, just kind of wanted, you know, just experience it the first time in high school, and then kind of going forward, I got into another relationship, like, outside of school, and then after that, like, he actually was my third relationship, so I should say. So going through all these relationships, like, you know, I actually learned a lot. Again, the main thing is like what I learned is just to be more open, to be a lot more, you know, open to other things. Again, because I'm a very shy person sometimes, and then I could be really open, but I'm very outgoing. I like to kind of, you know, meet new people and stuff. Again, with vibes, like, there's certain people that you meet and you're just kind of like, you know, like, and you know, they kind of feel the same way, so it's kind of like, you know, but, and it's kind of like, you know, you just take that challenge in life and just kind of be there. I mean, like, you know, just kind of do it. But yeah, I mean, you know, part two, you know, it just sucks that now it's like now he's distant. Like, I mean, I guess now it's like a distant thing, and now like I don't get to talk to him every day now, and I don't get to see him every day like I used to, and you know, and which is fine. Like, you know, again, it sucks, but I mean, like, it's not to the point where like it's like I'm gonna cry about it, or like I'm gonna be like, oh, like, let me, like, you know, reach out to him and stuff. And it's just like, you know, I'd rather him actually reach out to me, kind of thing. And if he does, which I know he won't, but and if he does, you know, I guess like just keeping it short, just kind of, again, just really keeping my distance as well, because of all the damage of everything, and just feeling used, betrayed, again, not being loyal to, like, me, that, you know, his whole cheating thing going on, and you know, just him spiraling out of, you know, what could have really been something, you know. And I gave chances. I actually did give a lot of chances. I did a lot to actually, you know, see exactly where, you know, it could have went. And I think like that was my problem, that I actually, like, you know, believed that there was going to be something more, but again, being the person he is, it just was never going to happen. And that's okay, because, like, you know, do I feel like my time was wasted? A little. Do I feel like, you know, do I feel a little mad about it? Yeah. But at the same time, like, it's kind of like I don't really want to, like, dwell on it anymore, like, you know, or just dwell on, like, just feeling that way, because, I mean, there's no use. Like, it's no use. Like, it's no, there's no, like, energy for it, I guess. Like, there's nothing there. So it's like, it's just you know, it's just like, you know, just don't even worry about it anymore. So that's where, like, I guess, like, it's helping me kind of talk about it here, and, you know, just kind of, you know, again, just living it day by day. Like, I just don't want to continue to dwell on it as much anymore. So, but yeah, but I'm doing good now. You know, just kind of trying to get my routine back in action, trying to get back in, you know, into everything, and just kind of, you know, live it day by day, and just kind of, you know, see where it goes in life, and see exactly, you know, what comes my way, what doesn't come my way, like, you know, just kind of being there. And you know, it's tough. I mean, like, you know, life is not easy when you get older. It's easy when you're a teenager, or when you're a kid, it's way easier. But I mean, like, when you grow older and, you know, you start experiencing different things, and, you know, actually going into adulthood and doing all that, like, you know, find yourself, like, in situations, like, in, like, again, relationships, or, like, you know, bad, like, situations, like, you can't find a job, or, like, you know, maybe you kind of, your car broke down, like, you know, those kind of examples. Like, you know, it's just challenges that come into your life that, you know, will help, like, you grow, and, like, you know, be that kind of great person. Maybe it'll change your ways, maybe it will, maybe it won't. But yeah, I mean, it's it's a, life is a story, and you can write a book about, all of it. But it's kind of like, you just keep going forward and just living life and pursue yourself into different things. And then there's people out there that don't need no one, that don't need no one because, they can do it on their own. Like they don't need, help. They don't need that, and which is a really good way of, living life. Because, you're independent, you're this, you're that. And it was, you know what I mean? Like, you had you have the world in your hands, which is really good. But at the same time, like, there is going to be a day where, sometimes you want to, settle down, you want to, like, do your thing and but be with someone, and just kind of doing all that. And, that day will come for you. And when it does, like, you just kind of, I guess, like, put into, you put the effort in and, you start doing everything. Yeah, so, but, I mean, again, with this whole relationship past thing, like, it just, it took a toll on me at the time. It did make me feel like, I was never going to love again. It made me feel like I was never going to trust someone. It made me feel like, I just, like, I thought I had the world in my hands also, like, with him and stuff, and we were just gonna have a big future together, and, we were gonna be together forever until we get old, and, just thinking, I guess, like, fantasy-wise of a relationship. And, I kind of was like, so when all this, when our world actually came crashing down, it just kind of, it turned to dust, and I just kind of, like, I had to accept it, and I had to cry about it, I had to mourn it, I had to be like, it's something else for me now, another chapter in my life that I have to close the page on and go on to the next chapter and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I'm, again, just doing it day by day, kind of going forward, and just kind of, trying to find different things to do, also finding different hobbies, trying to kind of put myself into different things, to stay distracted, to see what else, like, my life brings me and stuff. So that's a good thing. But, just relationship wise, again, it can be tough, or it can be really easy, or it could also be like, forever. But at the same time, like, you just gotta see exactly, the vibes, and just kind of be there, and, just kind of see, like, where it goes. And so, of course, my advice is to kind of just take it slow, make sure, like, you know that this is what you want, and, just kind of being like, seeing how that person is if they're, telling the truth, are they lying, are they being honest, are they a betrayal, are they this, like, they're always going to be the negatives, and they're always going to be the positives. So it's like, you just have to figure out, just exactly what, I guess, like, it's all about, and just kind of take that chance. Anyway, just kind of, moving forward, I want to keep doing this. I want to kind of, it's kind of like my personal journal. Instead of writing it down, I'd rather just record it and just kind of put it, like, for my memories too, just to remember, like, exactly what I had in the past, and then to see 10 years from now what I have now in my future. And, that's why, I'm just getting the idea and actually brainstorming of what I want to do as a podcast, because I know sometimes this, sometimes like me just blabbering away, like, it's gonna, get boring, but at the same time, like, I don't want to, just kind of see like exactly how I can do this, like start doing this kind of stuff and just kind of being a personal blogger and just, you know, doing my thing. But yeah, I mean, if you like this video, just, you know, subscribe to my channel. I'll start doing a little more updates. You know, my birthday's coming up in a couple of months, and you know, maybe start doing more traveling videos and kind of like, you know, just experiencing more that I can do with this kind of, you know, blog and stuff, you know, keeping my subscribers updated and just kind of keeping my life going on it. And hopefully y'all like it. Hopefully y'all don't. I mean, sorry, let me say that again. Hopefully y'all like it, but hopefully, you know, my subscribers start building up and just kind of, you know, share my channel, just kind of, you know, put myself out there and stuff, and, you know, as well, y'all can do me the favor and just kind of, you know, share my channel and just kind of start getting me subscribers in a way. That'd be awesome, just so I know that I can start, you know, keep doing this and just wanting to, because this is fun. Like, this is something that I think I needed, or I need, or maybe this is another hobby for me. But at the same time, you know, just need the boost of, like, you know, what's next for me, or the boost for this channel. But alright guys, again, it is Monday. I hope y'all have a great Monday. I hope y'all have a great day, evening. You know, hopefully y'all ate really something good on lunchtime. And, you know, just kind of, again, live by day and just keep moving forward with your life. And that's mostly all the advice I can give right now. Again, I will get better at this, kind of practice more on doing blogs and stuff, but you know, just again, practice for myself. But yeah, so I'll talk to y'all later. Keep y'all another updated video, and just, you know, keep updating. Not every day, like I said in my previous live videos on Facebook, if you have me as a friend. Not every day, but just kind of, you know, kind of maybe in the long run, 2 weeks from now, maybe a month from now, maybe a year from now, who knows. But yeah, so I love you guys. Keep going, and, you know, keep it safe. I love y'all. Bye.